All right, hello guys. We are going to make some homemade taco seasoning. Now I found this recipe on Pinterest and I don't know if it has like necessarily an owner. It kind of looks like an old recipe, but this pin was uploaded by Lauren Malone. So I am just going to make her taco seasoning and see how I like it. So the recipe calls for half a cup of chili powder, and I'm pretty sure I don't have a half cup here, but let's just, let's see what happens. Now, all of the measurements I'm sure can be negotiated. This isn't baking, this is seasoning. And as always, you can season to however you would like a dish. I have a Tupperware container here with a lid so that I can shake this all together once it's done. So half a cup, which is almost there. I have probably more like maybe a third cup, I'm gonna guess. So you know what? Hey, whatever, what ifs. Next up, we need a quarter cup of onion powder. So I'm gonna take the top off of that, get my quarter cup out, and get that in there. Okay, looks good. And then we call for an 1/8 cup of ground cumin. So get my 1/8 cup here. And you know, cumin always kind of reminds me of like BO smell. I mean, until you get your nose right up in it. I don't know. It's pretty potent. We also need 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. I have my tablespoon here and my garlic powder in my Neato Tupperware container. We also need 1 tablespoon of paprika. That looks about good. And finally, it calls for 1 tablespoon of sea salt. Now, this sea salt is pretty large in the granule department. I was kind of concerned about that, but hey, you know what? Let's just give it a try and see how it goes. Now, I have a piece of cork that's just about to sneak out of here, so let me grab that. There we go. And get the rest of that. Now I'm kind of thinking that maybe as this is used, that sea salt will dissolve in the dish. So let's see what happens. All right, we're just gonna put the lid on now and give it a little shimmy shake. All right, let's see how this turned out. Well, it definitely smells like taco seasoning, that's for sure. I think that the consistency is good, except again, those salt crystals are pretty big. I'm hoping that they will dissolve down. I could have probably used regular table salt instead, but we'll see what happens. So I made a recipe with chicken, and I started with cooking some chicken breasts in a crock pot with a can of cream of chicken soup, half a can of chicken broth, and I had it on high for 4 hours. After shredding it, here's my taco seasoning in an airtight container. I added it to my shredded chicken mixture. And then I used a brush with some enchilada sauce, and I took some tortillas and brushed it a little bit with that sauce. I added some shredded cheddar cheese, you could use any cheese, and then I spooned the chicken mixture on top of the cheese. I put a little bit of butter into a pan and let it melt in the oven a little bit, and then I reserved some melted butter so that I could brush the tops of the tortillas after I got them all wrapped up and put them in the pan. I added a little bit of enchilada sauce on the top, and I just kind of drizzled it all over. It looks so good. I also made up some Tex-Mex sauce by using some mayonnaise, sour cream, and taco seasoning. Stir it all together and it makes a really nice, cool flavor. Garnish that on your burritos and you're done. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button so you can be notified of future videos, and leave me a comment. Have you ever tried making your own taco sauce? Did it turn out? Let me know. I'll see you guys later. Bye.